What's up, guys? So we are 4/17. Today's Tuesday. Truck is fixed. We're good to go. I have stayed home a little longer than I needed to. Let's see, I put it in the truck in last week. I dropped it off. It was Monday the 10th, or Monday the 9th. They took it in the shop on Tuesday the 10th. They called me up Wednesday as they started doing the overhead. The injector wires, the wire harness for the injectors they said it broke apart as they were taking it apart for the overhead. So let's see. I got the billing right here. Already did my pre-trip. Got the fifth wheel greased. Unfortunately, I don't really have the time to check the tire pressure right now, but we'll get on that first thing tomorrow morning. Where did it go? Check engine light. Yeah, injector harness broken and brittle. Connectors broke while adjusting overhead. So, more than likely, they probably stepped on them or something like that. It's the wires that go around like around the top of the motor. They ended up replacing that. That was no charge. It was part of my warranty, so I didn't have to worry about paying for it. It just ended up staying in the shop an extra day. They did the overhead. It says they made some adjustments. I'm not really going to read all that. There was the other check engine light that popped up before I brought it in. It said heater number 5 circuit failed. I want to say it said heater 4, but maybe it did say heater 5. I'm not positive off the top of my head. All they did with that, they said they threw in a jumper wire. So basically, they snipped one wire and redid the wire instead of replacing the whole entire harness. It was a different harness than what was already being fixed. They ended up charging me $465 for the labor on that. Kind of bullshit, but it is what it is. I would have had to pay probably that on top of another wire harness, which could have been another $300 and something. Not to mention the downtime waiting for that harness to come in. So I have no problem with them just putting a temporary fix on it. The other wire harness they did, the other 2 wire harnesses they did. The one, let's see, labor, harness, tire strap. It's kind of a breakdown. I got charged $548 in parts, $12.67 in miscellaneous. Shop supplies $81.22. Tax was $138.01. And total labor cost was $1,083, which came to a total of $1,863.17, which I'd already previously paid the $623.71 to cover them doing the first diagnostic of the engine code that was on originally, and for that, the one wire harness that I had to pay for. So that's it. The truck's running. We're gonna put her to a good test right now. I'm heading down to pick up another load of pipe down in Endicott, down by Binghamton, New York. Pick up another load of pipe down there. and then take that to Grand Rapids, Michigan. I have nothing booked yet for afterwards. Probably won't have anything booked until tomorrow. Unfortunately, I can't pick up until 6:30 tonight. And then I'm supposed to deliver Thursday morning. I got my truck back on Thursday of last week. And then I had my son's birthday party on Saturday. So I was going to try to do something Thursday, Friday, but there wasn't really anything for me to do. So almost 2 weeks at home. I enjoyed it. We got to go swimming for an hour for my son's party over at the Y. Had some cake and presents and whatnot. I haven't pretty much haven't done anything other than that since I've been home. Went out and burnt a bunch of wood. We got a couple trees that fell down around the house. I started burning those up. That's pretty much it, other than bringing the truck to the shop and picking it back up. Just pretty much hung out at home. So that's pretty much it. Just been watching movies and stuff. But I'm ready to get back to work. No check engine light. That makes me feel 100 times better. I'm hoping that the truck's going to start pulling better. We'll see what happens. My next thing that I got to do, it's only like $50 at the TA. I mentioned it too late when the truck was at the dealer. I was going to have them adjust the clutch. They said it would only take a half an hour, but the problem was I was already pulled out of the bay, and they were already I had another 25 trucks in front of me, so they couldn't get me right back in and get the clutch done real quick, which was no problem. I know it's been needing to get done for a little while now, so I'm just going to swing by a TA for one night and throw it in the shop there. It's like $50 plus tax or some shit like that. Anyway, let's get rolling. I want to be down there about 5:30ish. We got about 2 hours to roll down there. We made it. They told me they weren't loading until 6:30. Quite a bit of trucks here for loading at 6:30. No, I'm not going to be a very happy person if they tell me I could have been here earlier. Makes no sense why they said we can't load until 6:30 at night. So it's 6:30 to 8 o'clock or something like that you can load today. Whatever, it is what it is. We're here now. It's 5:35. we'll go over and check in and see what happens. Alright, so we are all done for the night. We went extremely far, you wouldn't believe it. Whole 192.6 miles. One hell of a day. I could have gone farther, but by the time I needed to stop, take breaks tomorrow and whatnot, it puts me, as of right now, if I went straight through, it would put me there with a 10-hour break, 5:30 tomorrow night. From here we got 565 miles. I didn't do anything when I finished loading. It was already too dark as it was. It was 8 o'clock by the time they got me, after 8 o'clock by the time they gave me the paperwork. Trying to get my shoes off, my slippers on. So I couldn't really shoot the load. The last load of pipe that I had, it looks identical. It's the same freaking load. Which is kind of funny because last time they told me it was 13.2, this time it's 13.4. I guess 2 inches doesn't make much of a difference. Either way, as long as I fit underneath the bridges, doesn't matter to me, right? So since I got all this time, I'm not supposed to deliver until Thursday anyway. I want to try to get it off tomorrow, but at this rate, there's no freaking way that I'll get it off tomorrow. So I just decided to call it quits for the night. I got here at 9:50, so I can take off at a decent hour tomorrow. I still got over 6 hours. Let's see. 7 hours and 18 minutes left on my 14. I'm not running that out. So I'll just run a full day tomorrow. I'll decide tomorrow whether I'm going to spend the night at the customer, which isn't likely. I never do. It's very rare that I do. I don't like waking up and not having a bathroom to be able to use, or it being questionable whether I'll be able to use the bathroom, or if I can wait until they open to use their bathroom. So I like staying at a rest area or a truck stop, preferably a truck stop, so I can get food or drink or shower. But I did bring my drill bits and stuff this week, so I'm going to try to, I've had this truck for, what are we going on? Going on 2 years. I would say a year and a half. It's April. So just over a year and a half now, and I've had my inverter sitting in here the whole entire time. I've just yet to drill a hole in the floor and connect it to the batteries. But I finally got the drill in here so I can at least get the hole drilled and get the inverter installed. Just trying to remember everything that I did today, which wasn't much. Got the fifth wheel greased this morning. I tried figuring out the fifth wheel, because the fifth wheel is a little loose. I don't know what the deal is with that. I looked it up. It's a Fontaine fifth wheel, and where the adjustment bolt is supposed to be, it's supposed to have like a hex nut on there, but it's just flat. It's like a flat rivet. So I don't know if you're just supposed to turn it by hand, or I'm really not sure. I got to figure out what's going on with the fifth wheel, so I can get the jaws tightened up a little bit. I might have to just rebuild it soon. I'm not sure. Oh, my pigtail. My pigtail is there's something, I don't know if it's a broken wire or if it's a loose or just a corroded, a broken or a corroded wire. But when I'm hitting bumps and stuff, that's why we use edge protectors. TMC's got a broken strap just hanging down. Anyway, there's either a corroded wire or a broken wire. When I'm hitting bumps, my lights are constantly going out and coming back on, and every time they go out and on, my trailer ABS light comes on. So I have my old pigtail from before I started at Mercer, the regular green curly pigtail. I'll show you guys tomorrow morning, but I ended up wrapping it up around the wires and underneath the headache rack just so that I have a good working pigtail. The one that I actually have on the truck is, I think it's 14 or 16 feet long. It's all wrapped together. I did all the wrapping in between all three lines. And it's just a straight rubber line. So what I'm gonna try to do before I go and buy a whole new pigtail and have to redo all the plastic wrap, I'm going to try to pull the end apart and see if I can find the brake, or what's actually wrong with it. If it's just a corroded end that I can splice in a new spot, or we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can just fix the wire and not have to replace the whole thing. If I have to replace the whole thing, I'm probably going to measure it out, get a better size, because those things I think are just way too long. But I'm going to get a better size, and I'm going to buy a whole new set. I think it's like $150 or something like that. So anyway, I'm going to eat my dinner, and I have my numbers together for February and March, and I think I'm going to try to get one of those videos started tonight. I think I'm going to release that on Saturday. We'll see what happens, but I got the numbers together. Everything's punched in, and I think I'm going to be able to bring a little bit more light to you guys on the numbers to get you to understand why I do the number videos, why I'm doing the number videos, and the reason to why it seems like I'm not making so much money. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and from here on out the videos should become more regular. Thanks for watching.